Forget small talk. At these tables, someone's getting carved, stuffed, and filleted. That's right. Tonight, we're serving up some of the most infamous meals in horror. Dinner is served, babes, and we are sat. Hey everyone, welcome to Don't Be Dead. I'm James.
I'm Derek, and today's episode is called Bon Appetit, bitch, because we are talking about some of our favorite dinner scenes in horror.
And spoiler alert, this show is for people who we assume have seen these movies. Derek, how is you?
I'm good. I'm just, getting ready for Thanksgiving. How are you, James?
I'm also doing that. And did you bring an autumn themed bev?
First of all, my name's not Autumn.
I'm going to call you what I want to call you.
James texted me earlier today to remind me about the themed beverage, and all the text said was Autumn drink.
Autumn drink. There was no comma.
It felt like there was a comma.
I felt a comma in my core.
I felt a comma.
Stupid.
I was like, bitch, my name's not Autumn. Yeah, there was a pause in the way you text. I could tell.
That's what the
Autumn
call you.
Drink.
Is Autumn.
Is Autumn.
What is
that
what
my
do you
basic
have?
white girl name?
That's your basic white girl name.
Okay. Well, you can be Nevaeh. Or that's actually our friend Niels. We call him Nevaeh. Yeah.
Nevaeh. I love that.
Yeah. Heaven spelled backwards.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you were just mispronouncing Nivea.
No. Or it could be Nivea. I guess
I come from a land of skincare. Yeah.
Oh, that is skincare.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. What drink did you bring? This can be autumn themed, autumn with no comma. Thanksgiving.
Autumn brought a pumpkin spice seltzer.
Ooh.
It's a pumpkin spice seltzer.
Is this one you've had before?
No, and it's usually pumpkin spice things other than the lattes are gross, but this isn't that bad.
Okay.
What did you bring?
I have a pumpkin. It's actually called pumpkin spice moonshine.
That was like milk.
It looks like milk because they have these flavored moonshines.
Milk.
It looks like milk. They have a strawberry, they have banana, they have whatever ones. But I was at the store the other day and I saw that they had a pumpkin spice, and that's why I got excited. And I was like, I don't want, like you said, I don't really want the pumpkin spice iced coffee things and whatever, but I figured I'd try this. I have not had a single sip yet, so you're gonna experience it with me right now.
But it does look like milk.
It tastes like a pumpkin candle. Oh my god, it does taste like a pumpkin candle.
It is white, right?
It's very milky. Milk? It's weird. It's a moonshine situation allegedly, but it's like a milky moonshine.
Is moonshine cloudy like that? I don't even know what moonshine looks like, I guess.
I don't think it is usually, but milky moonshine is what I want to rename the podcast.
That's your stripper name.
That's my stripper name.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's autumn, fall season. It's the time of giving thanks. It's giving thanks.
But
before we get into the dinner scenes that of horror and stuff, I want you to grab a spoon and a fork, and we're gonna play a game called What's Eating You? You don't need don't grab an actual spoon or fork, but I'm gonna ask you. I was giving my best Jimmy Glick impression. What's eating you? So I'm gonna ask you to guess the movie based on the food related quote. I'm not going to play the sound of the quote. I'm going to read the quote to you.
Okay.
I have a couple of these. I think some of them are super easy. Some of them we're going to see. I did have one that was 3 words, and I took it out because I was like, let's not do this.
Was it whole wheat crust?
Whole wheat crust. It was, I'll tell you, it was, it's feeding time.
It's feeding time.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
LL Cool J and Deep Blue Sea. So that's
it felt sharky. I was about to say it sounds like a shark movie,
right? Yeah. I think he's looking out the porthole window. But I was like, you know what? Let's. The quotes are longer, so that you should be able to hopefully guess them, even if you don't know the movie. So are you ready to play? What's eating you? Is the Jimmy Glick?
I am sat. Let's eat.
Okay, she is sat. Okay, the first one. I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
Oh, that's Silence of the Lambs.
That is Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
Hey!
Yeah.
Every time I play, I have to stop it. Oh. We played this once before, and it just wasn't right without the sound effects. So this is the next one. Great job, by the way.
Thank you.
This one, chef's kiss, literally. The turkey was perfect.
The turkey was perfect. I feel like I know this. I feel
You
like I know
do.
this. I know this. The turkey was perfect.
And it's like the turkey was perfect. It's like a very raspy.
Is it Blood Rage?
It is Blood Rage.
Okay.
It's the
Okay.
mom. Yes.
Yeah. It's Maddie. Yeah.
So good. Okay, this one.
Okay.
That's not the only thing you're eating, Rachel.
Mom, I'm on a diet. It's Halloween 4.
Do you want an oinker for a daughter?
As she's sitting there, like eating like a cream cheese bagel. I'm on a diet. Okay, girl.
Right.
You
What
know?
kind of diet is this? I think it was
Yeah.
the 80s version of Atkins. So, okay.
Just carbs and cheese. Yeah.
Right. Next one. Okay. I know you've watched this movie recently, but I'm not. I don't know. I think it might have been your first time watching, so I'm not sure how much stuff stuck.
Okay.
But
Okay.
the quote is, "There'll be food and drink and ghosts and perhaps even a few murders." And you've watched this within the past month. I know that. It's a fact.
I'm blanking.
This
I don't
pumpkin
know.
spice is delicious, by the way. It is House on Haunted Hill from 1959.
Oh, I've
Mhm.
never seen that.
You said you watched 13
13
Ghosts.
Ghosts. Yeah.
What a big
But-
dumb dummy.
It's on my list though. It is on my list.
I've never seen it either, so
I love the
Yeah.
remake.
the remake is
Love the
fantastic.
remake.
Yes. No real dinner scenes to speak of, almost kind of adjacent, but damn. Okay, my bad. Well,
I was thinking,
confident,
like,
too.
was that in 13 Ghosts? Because I'm
I
like,
was so confident.
that's the one he knows for sure. I've seen within the last. I'm like, was that in
Yeah.
there?
Okay.
Yeah.
So my bad, but
It's okay. It's okay.
Close.
I should have known it. I should have known.
You should have known, but you didn't. You basic. Okay. The next one. Rick, you meatball. I love soul food. Way like it is presented in the film, but Rick, you little meatball, I love soul food.
Why don't I know this? I don't know.
Really?
I don't know.
That's A Nightmare on Elm Street 4, the Dream Master.
Oh,
Pizza scene.
yes. Yes. Sorry.
Practical effects heaven. Next one. This is the quote. On a related note, I must confess to you, I've given very serious thought to eating your wife.
That's Hannibal.
That is Hannibal.
Yeah.
Hannibal.
Oh
Thank
man, I'm
you.
bummed I missed Nightmare 4. Why didn't
It's
I get
okay.
that? Because I see it now.
You see it. It's like,
Yeah.
it's weird because it's like he says the two lines with a kind of a space in the middle. There's like a couple seconds of a gap, and I'm not going to say it like Freddie. So, okay, this one, I don't know if you've seen. I've never seen it, but I had to throw one in there.
Okay.
Curveball. The quote is, "When the hunger hurts so much you've lost reason, then you'll have to feed, and then you'll need to show." I'm starting the quote over. What the? Okay, here's the quote. "When the hunger hurts so much you've lost reason, then you'll have to feed, and then you'll need me to show you how. When the hunger hurts so much you've lost reason, then you'll need to feed, and then you'll need me to show you how."
I feel like it's a vampire movie. Is it a vampire movie?
I think it is. Yes. Yes, it is.
Is it The Hunger?
Yes!
Yay!
Look at you, girl. Period. I was like, he's gonna know. He's gonna know. Okay, now this one is one of my favorite movies. The quote is, "I have absolutely no idea what we're doing here or what I'm doing here, or what this place is about, but I am determined to enjoy myself, and I'm very intrigued, and oh my, this soup's delicious, isn't it?"
That's the quote.
That is the quote. I hope the listeners get it. It is also said frantically. So it is literally said like, "I have absolutely no idea what we're doing here, what I'm doing here, what this place is about, but I am determined to enjoy myself. And I'm very intrigued. And oh my, the soup's delicious, isn't it?" Like it's said
Just
like
that.
frantic.
God, I feel like I
yes,
know this too. This sounds so familiar.
you have to.
Damn.
It's at a prolific movie scene that's actually not in, that we're not really probably discussing today. And that's why I put it in the game.
Is it The Witches?
No.
No, I'm thinking Soup. No.
It's Clue.
Clue.
It's
You know
Mrs.
what?
Peacock.
I've never seen Clue. I know. I know.
There's a movie. Is this how you feel when I say I haven't seen a movie?
Yeah.
Because this hurts my fucking heart. Like
you have no room. You
I
have
smell toast.
no
I smell
room.
toast. This is not. This is not acceptable. Wow.
I've never seen
Okay.
Clue.
Okay. Okay. That's gonna change.
Do you understand now?
I get it now. I get
You
it
get
now.
it now.
When there's 11 movies during a video that I have not seen, and I just lost my absolute mind that you have not seen this one. Okay, I understand, and it's not a good feeling. So
it hurts. It hurts.
Yeah. Left
And
side went numb.
It's hard not to take it personal.
Seeing double. Yeah, no, it was an attack on my character. So sorry. I assumed you would have seen the movie. So, okay, Clue's fantastic.
I've heard. You know what? Okay, let me ask you this about it.
I don't know. Tell me.
Because I was doing some I always search for movies or okay, movies similar to this or 80s horror, whatever, or horror comedy. It popped up in a horror comedy category. Would you consider it horror at all? Are there horror elements?
It's a thriller. It's a comedy. It's a dark comedy. But the thing is, there is murder and there is mystery and there are some maybe dark, spooky moments kind of thrown in. It is very much a murder mystery that happens to be a dark comedy as well. So it's very close, but I would not say it's horror. Yeah. It's more of it's a thriller. It's a mystery comedy mystery thriller.
It's been on my list for a while. I know it's got Tim Curry in it.
It is
I adore.
The silent
it's one of the only Tim Curry movies I haven't seen. Yeah.
You have to. I have to see Legend and you have to see Clue.
That's a good trade-off.
That's a good trade-off. Okay, good. We'll do your motion that you love to do, and we'll do this. That's great. Yeah, yay!
The yay! Just imagine I have pom poms.
Yeah, pom poms. Yeah, for anyone watching, Derek loves to dance like a gay heightened version of what Trump does, but he throws his hands up and goes like, blah, 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 blah.
How dare you?
Yeah, you did it. So the next one, there's only a couple more we can get into finally.
Oh, I love this. This is a fun game.
Okay, good. I'm learning what works and what doesn't, I'm having fun doing this. So are you eating it or is it eating you?
The stuff.
That is the stuff. Wait, that's the, you know what? Oh, no. There you go, that one. I feel like the ding is good, but I need for when I'm the host and you get one right, we need the boom, 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 because that's what I naturally want to do.
Yeah.
So we're going to add that sound at some point. Yes, that is The Stuff from 1985. Another one I haven't seen. So go ahead and have a stroke.
The Stuff's good. You'd have fun with that one. That's a fun movie.
I do want to watch it. The 4K that they released recently looks beautiful.
I know.
So,
the artwork, they make lots of cool artwork for that movie. Merchandise, pins, t-shirts, slip covers. It lends itself to cool merchandise. Yeah.
Yes. Agreed. Okay, this is the last one. And so far you're winning. You have gotten so many of these. I'm so proud of you, girl. The last one is, and you'll have to beep this out, but it's technically, sir, tomatoes are
I've never heard that, I don't think. Or have I heard this?
I've never seen this movie. I do have it on tape. I got it recently because I did a trade and I thought I feel like I need this.
I feel like I know it though. That's ringing bells.
I'll give you.
It's
I'll
so
read it
ridiculous. James, I know I've seen this movie.
Yep. I'm gonna give you a couple more seconds.
Is it like Attack of the Killer Tomatoes?
It is Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
All right.
Yes.
Context clues. Context.
The tomatoes. Tomatoes are slur.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was looking for quotes from movies.
That'd be a great T-shirt. Yeah.
That's gonna have to be some merch. Please, yes, with the at sign.
Actually,
with the at sign. Yeah. I'm putting it in the notes. Shirt. I'm copy and paste it right now because I wanted it to be besides the same 10 movies that I always want to talk about, and the second I saw that quote, I immediately was like, yes, that's going in here. And yes, it is the last one because it is the perfect end to the game. And I think that's the highest score either of us have gotten playing one of these games.
Oh my God.
Yep. So you win a shirt that says, technically, sir, tomatoes are I'm going to send it to you.
Okay.
That's what's going to happen. But fantastic, Derek. I'm very proud of you. And
Thank
I'm
you.
also it goes with the theme of today. And so we're just going to start talking about some great dinner scenes in horror movies. And now there are many famous dinner scenes that we will talk about, but I wanted to start with one. We wanted to start with one that is from a movie that we feel like does not get enough love and appreciation. And that is Rob Zombie's. Wait, don't come for us. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. There is a dinner scene with Brad Dourif, Scout, Taylor Compton. Why did I just like, we don't talk about her every day. Like, we love her. And Danielle Harris. And it's just it's one of the few like character building moments in the movie, in my opinion. And the director's cut, which is the only definitive version you should watch, leans more into the character development, and it's like a nice wholesome moment in this otherwise kind of chaotic, traumatizing film. And yeah, I don't know, what are your thoughts on the dinner scene, the pizza scene from Rob Zombie's Halloween 2?
Well, I love how it kind of is Danielle Harris's Annie's character. Like, her entire reason for being is just about food in this movie. Like,
Yes.
all of her dialogue is surrounded by food. It's, thanks for leaving me some coffee. It's, you want some egg whites, and don't forget to pick up the pizza, whole wheat crust, and then it shows, and then his, I'm gonna get one of them sticky buns. Great, 500 calories of sugar and shit. Like, all her dialogue is about food, and I wonder if she realizes that. Yeah,
you know what? That's a good question to ask her.
It is. Yeah.
Did you know? But so yes, it is wild, and I'm wondering, because it is not something that they kind of like spell out for you. But is that her trauma response? Like, is food like
healthy eating?
Healthy eating subconsciously became the thing, and
her obsession to like focus on something else. Yeah.
Yes, and be healthy and be the best versions of ourselves and blah blah blah. Like, that is her, because she becomes like the mother in that movie. She's a very motherly figure all of a sudden, which I love for her. And again, it's just in the director's cut, but I love that she and Scout are like actually at ends with each other. Like, they don't do that in theatrical. In the theatrical, they're like, one day at a time, pew pew, whatever, and they're dying and you don't care. In the director's cut, they like, one day at a time. She's like, one more fucking day at a time. If someone else does blah blah whatever, and then Daniel's like, boo fucking who, which is what she wrote on your movie, right? You have
my DVD. Yeah.
Boo fucking who. So it's,
I have it behind me here. I'll show it to the camera.
Showy.
So showy. We're just showing and telling right now.
Yay!
There we go.
Yeah. I remember because I was mad because she wrote on mine in silver and it disappears. And on yours, she did orange and it pops. And I was like, well, I gotta go see her again and have her sign something else.
Oh, I will see her anytime she's at a convention.
Absolutely.
I love how she takes up the entire cover when she signs something. It's like she writes all over. She's like, there's no room for any other bitch on this,
Was anyone else in this movie?
No, not for me. Not for me.
No, that's it. Yeah. That's it. So wholeheartedly agree.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm just joking. She has other dialogue other than food, but like a large percentage is about food.
Every scene includes that, though.
Yes, and so they're sitting there, they're having pizza, and Brad Dourif did not get whole wheat crust as requested. So,
and I love his blank stare of, I forgot.
Yeah. So they're eating, but something else interesting happens during this dinner scene. And I don't know if it's just in the director's cut or if it's in the theatrical, where they start
I can't remember
to make a callback to the best sequel, Halloween 5, in establishing some sort of like psychic connection between Laurie and Michael, because as they're sitting at the dinner table eating their non-whole wheat crust pizza, it's cutting to scenes of Michael after he had just murdered a bunch of rednecks, eating a dog, like eating their dog. And
not kind.
As he's eating the dog, you see it cuts back to Scout's character as she starts to get sick to her stomach and she excuses herself and she runs to the bathroom and just pukes everywhere. I thought that was kind of cool. Like, where'd that come from? That psychic link. Where has that been established in the franchise before? Can you think of one?
Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. Right, also starring the Danielle Harris.
So that movie stays influencing culture, and thank you, Rob, for recognizing it.
And that's how you do like an homage. That's how you do something that is a kind of a throwback, but it's not in your face. We won't get into the new trilogy, the David Gordon Grille. What the who cares? Doesn't matter what his name is.
Ew.
We're not going to get into all that stuff and how they were like, we're doing something different, and then they completely just copied every previous movie. I love that they did that little connection, and it was not in your face and obnoxious, and it it reminded me of, again, don't come for me for being like, wow, Rob Zombie's, I'm comparing this to The Exorcist, but The Exorcist is very jarring in how they have like a lot of quiets and louds. That is not what Halloween 2 is by any means, but that scene is the only comforting scene. And so it does catch you off guard when suddenly it's boom, dead dog, boom, ripped open, boom, guts and whatever, and boom, eating, and then she gets sick, and then we go right back into being a normal Rob Zombie film. But it was nice to have that little moment. But I love Brad Dourif. I think all of them got to do like a little more in that scene, which is fantastic. And Brad, I'm not sure if he improvised it or not. I need to like watch the commentary and all that stuff. I love a commentary. But his whole like Starvin' Marv, like who was the first Starvin' Marv that was
Starvin' Marvin? Yeah,
Starvin'.
Who was the first?
Yeah, and they're like, and Danielle's like, I don't know, Dad. Like what? Like who cares? Like every blank stare in the but like I just love that kind of scene.
It did seem improvised a little bit, probably on Brad Dourif's part. I could see him maybe like ad-libbing a little bit, and I mean he's seasoned enough to where he can like carry the conversation ad-lib with the other girls,
and he did very organic.
I did listen to the commentary, and I was listening to Rob talk about this scene, and what he said was like, you could tell the difference between who's the seasoned actors versus someone who hasn't done this as long, because they're sitting around eating pizza. He says, but what you'll notice is Brad Dourif never takes a single bite of pizza.
Right.
Because he has to, because if you bite into it for, continuity, you have to keep eating pizza for when they have to set it for different angles or when they have to reshoot or whatever. And Scout and Danielle both were eating, and so they had to keep eating for the entire like duration of filming that scene. I thought that was kind of funny,
No, it's something you wouldn't think of. No, I do love pizza, but not like 120 bites of pizza.
Right. Yeah. That scene also kind of like brings Laurie and Annie back together, because when Laurie gets up to go run off to puke, they had that fight earlier in the day and they were still kind of mad at each other, but Annie's the one that gets up to go check on her and takes care of her, So.
Is that the time where she says like, I'll go, I always go? Or was that, okay, yeah.
It's that, but and I'll go, and she gets up and goes, and then like she sees her and she feels bad, and Scout like rests her head on her shoulder, and Annie's like, okay, like. It was, you're right, it's a sweet, feel-good scene, even though there's like some messed up parts with like the mic on the dog, but like it's still, like it makes you care for these characters more. Yeah.
Right. Yes. Love that dinner scene. And I don't think there's like any dinner scenes in the Halloween franchise to speak of. There's like one or two breakfast scenes that are iconic. We discussed one earlier. Halloween 6 has a breakfast scene, but there's no one's like sitting down to dinner for the most part.
No. And in Halloween 4, you see them like cleaning up from dinner, but
yes. Yeah.
That's it. I'm trying to think.
5,
H2O, they're trying to get dinner ready.
Oh, you're right, but then they don't.
Yeah, Sarah, she says she wants to get big and dumpy, Yeah.
So Renaissance.
I
know. So that's a nice lighthearted dinner scene. One that is not, and I have not actually seen this in a minute, but I remember it just being uncomfortable as shit, is Hereditary.
Ooh, girl.
Can we talk about the dinner scene in Hereditary?
I would love to. Well, getting ready for this episode, I rewatched some of these scenes that we decided to discuss, and this one in particular just reminded me of how messed up this movie is. When I first saw Hereditary, like, it's when I could not shake that movie for a couple of days. Like, it sat with me. Like, it's a very heavy movie. And for a while, I'm like, I don't think I could ever rewatch that, because it just made me feel so bad. Like, just such awful things happen to these people. But one thing that always stuck with me is that I think the intent is to make you feel uncomfortable, and the way they do that is they make you feel like you're watching something you're not supposed to be seeing, like private family moments, and it's almost like you're seeing someone's like therapy session, like they're sitting there with their counselor, and so they're saying like the most like brutally honest things ever that you would never really say outside of therapy, kind of a thing.
And to your child.
And to your child. So at dinner, yeah, so Gabriel Burns makes dinner for everybody, and right before dinner, he walks into Annie's like studio, and she's making she's making a recreation of the car accident from where her daughter died. And so they had that awkward exchange right before dinner. So they go sit down, no one's speaking, and Peter, the son, just keeps looking at his mom and's like, I feel like you want to say something, just say it, you know? And he gets frustrated with her, he cusses at her, and she just goes off and delivers one of the most amazing dialogues I've seen in horror. Toni Collette should have won an award for that scene.
There was not even a nomination, I don't think.
Not even a nomination. Like,
the fuck is
robbed. I am your mother. I
am your mother.
That has been memed like across the internet for good reason. What an iconic scene. But yeah, you're right. How uncomfortable, because they're saying awful things. Because Peter's looking for forgiveness from his mother for driving the car and when the accident happened. I mean, everything was an accident, but he feels such blame for it. And she's like, I can't release you from that at all, you know? And she goes, I do blame you. She goes, I wish I couldn't, but I can't, you know? And it's almost like God, she's just saying all the quiet parts out loud that she's thinking, you know? And it's all coming at you at once. So yeah, very intense scene. What do you think of it?
Well, I only remember bits and pieces because I haven't seen the movie in a minute, but you described it perfectly. Where you shouldn't be watching this. It's the part of the movie they wouldn't usually show you. It's the, what's happening and in the house next door that you wouldn't know was happening. And it's just so awkward and uncomfortable. But yeah, it's the quiet parts out loud, but it's oddly funny. Like, it's terrible, but then she's like, that stupid face on your face, like all of that. It's just so, you're kind of like jaw on the floor when you're listening to it. But it's the only time that they kind of acknowledge the grief. There's a lot of what's not said in the movie. It's a lot of everyone sitting with their own grief. And it is one of the only moments I can remember where it is like screamed out loud, where everyone kind of is sitting in the same grief at the same time at that dinner scene.
And she loses her shit in front of everybody and says the most awful things that you could say to your child.
Kind of needed to happen. And I mean, it isn't, in my opinion, entirely his fault. So
he brings up a point though. I know it's been a while since you've seen it, because he's feeling blame. She's blaming him. Ooh. He was like, well, she didn't want to go to that party to begin with. You made her go.
Oh.
He goes, I didn't want to take her. She didn't want to go. You made her go. You made me take her.
There you go.
And
I remember that
stuns her when he says that. And she just has this like scowl on her face. She's looking at him like she could rip his head off. Yeah.
But
so no, the whole film's very intense. Yeah. I can rewatch it now and I enjoy it because it's just, one of Toni Collette's best performances, and she makes the entire movie.
I want to talk about two dinner scenes from the same franchise, and it's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Had you ever seen a scene like the dinner scene in Texas Chainsaw Massacre at that time when you watched it? What were your thoughts when you first saw that first original movie?
I thought that was sensory. It was an assault on the senses. It was so loud. I thought she was going to die. I'm like, well, they're going to kill her. It was just intense, chaotic, scary, overstimulating, all of that, because she is just poor Sally's going into complete hysteria, screaming her head off. You have the cook who is like trying to take the moral high ground. Is like, I don't want to kill her. Y'all can do that. I'm just the cook.
I'm just the cook.
Offended by that later when the hitchhiker calls him, he's just a cook, and then he gets mad about it. They are insane. They are insane.
Batshit crazy. You complicated ass drama queens. Like,
Yeah.
but yes, it was so overwhelming to have just watched that exhausting chase scene, and we're children watching this, right? And we had talked about on another episode how like certain parts of that chase scene were just so like your heart stopped because you were like, this is not like a fun choreographed chase scene. This is so chaotic. But the dinner scene, yeah, unrelenting. But it's the opposite. It's loud, it's chaotic, and she's just tied to this chair, and it's continually building for like 15 minutes. It's like the weird music, which sounds like pots and pans being clanked together and stuff. Like you have your three antagonists all in the same room finally, which makes it that much scarier. That you can't get away because any one of them will get you. And it builds and
You
builds
get the
and
pretty
builds and
woman
builds.
face on Leatherface.
The pretty woman face. Oh, what a beautiful, her makeup was fantastic.
I know. Do you like this face?
Yeah. And Sally is just screaming her head off. The close-ups of like her eyeball and stuff. It is just so wild. And the sensory overload works because there's also times where I watch one of these movies and it is exhausting at the detriment of the filming experience or the viewing experience. In this case, it just elevated and elevated and elevated. And then you finally got that moment of relief when she breaks free and jumps out the window. But the weird dynamic, that you said is established with these characters, with the cook and the hitchhiker and Leatherface. And it's one of the few times that you can kind of personify a masked killer and it doesn't ruin the killer. Like I want to know as little about Michael as possible. I want to know as little about Jason as possible. We know just enough with his mom and the drowning and whatever. Leatherface, we knew nothing about, and he was just this crazy person with a chainsaw, but you get just enough with this weird dynamic where he's almost like an uncontrollable child, throughout the course of the movie. And he seems just as scared as the people he's killing. But yeah, that whole dinner scene, what were they even eating?
They had some sausage on their plate, like sausage links. But what's funny is like every time I watch this scene, I always notice something I've never really paid attention to before in it. As far as like just the decor goes, the headlamp that's like the lamp that's made out of a head.
Yes.
The armchair that Sally's sitting in that's made of like her arms are tied to other arms beneath her severed arms.
I did not notice that until my 6th or 7th viewing, and I may have even been told that. I think I had to like watch a behind the scenes to even know that was happening, because I was watching on VHS and the quality obviously is not great. So I no idea she was sitting on a chair made of human. Yeah, her arms are on arms.
Her arms are on arms. There's like armadillo and like miscellaneous taxidermied animals just scattered throughout. So yeah, every time I watch, I always notice like a different like piece of decor,
artifact.
Like,
yeah.
What's
and
that?
you're like, I want that. Like
I want that. That's
cute.
Yeah. That's cute.
I like that. Yeah. It's giving like Texas 74,
I know.
Like, vintage. They're gonna sell it at a thrift place.
They will.
And a lot of those things were pulled from the Ed Gein true story. Like the lamp that was the skin and the chair that was made out of human body parts. Oh God. Just like, and it's like weird. It's oddly, the movie is oddly wet and dry at the same time.
Yes, you can tell it looks hot. It looks
hot. It looks, and in that scene, the two scenes it looks that way the most are that scene, the dinner scene, where I'm like, it looks like she's sitting on dry, crunchy skin that would cut her, but also that she's moist and like every piece of dirt and filth in this place is sticking to her. And the scene where her friend, the other female friend,
Pam.
Pam is her name. She stumbles into that room and she's like drenched in sweat,
chicken feathers and bones,
and feathers, but the feathers like stick to her. And I'm like, it's a weird combination of like dry and wet. Yeah. How they accomplished that? Well, actually, I guess it was like 100-something degrees every single day, so they accomplished it by torturing their actors.
It's stunk.
Can you imagine the BO and like smoke? Like they all probably smoked, and they all didn't have Old Spice.
No central air. You can relate.
No central air. No central hair either. None. What a time to be alive.
But
that was America.
what's cool about that scene too is it ultimately did lead to Sally's escape. Like, because you're sitting there wondering, it's like, all right, how is she gonna get out of this?
Yep.
And
And
Grandpa starts trying to take swings, at her, and they get frustrated. It's not working, and she's able to get away. So
dead ass grandpa.
yeah.
Dinner wasn't that bad, but whatever. And then I love the remake. I love the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. I love that the filmmakers said for the remake, we had a story and we were not able to make a dinner scene work, so we just decided not to do a dinner scene. Like, you kind of can't recreate it. We weren't going to force it, so we didn't. But in the prequel, the sequel prequel, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning, which I love,
it
they
too.
were like,
Yeah.
we had a perfect moment to do a dinner scene. And it is kind of like the first dinner, really.
Mhm.
And I love that scene. I think it's a great take. Oddly enough, it's a modern take on the dinner scene, even though it takes place, before the original one.
Mhm.
But it's the way everything is unraveling and the suspense that's being built, and the camera is kind of constantly moving around the table. Like, they do have some stationary shots, but it is moving around a lot.
Mhm.
You've got a bunch of people at the tables. You've got the whole family, which again makes it very intimidating. You've got that poor blonde who gets her throat slashed.
And before that, it kind of reveals they open her mouth and you can see they've like removed all of her teeth. Like,
All of her teeth.
oh, I know.
Yeah.
I
And
felt so
put her out
bad
of her
for her.
misery. Put her
Yeah.
out of her misery. And he just
Set
goes,
her free,
blah.
child. Yeah.
And it set her free, child. And Jordana Brewster is beautiful. And
Gorge.
she is gorgeous. Acting wise, whatever. And she doesn't do a fantastic job, but it's the only time it's the first time in that movie that she has like a guttural response to something. And so it hit, because most times she's like, help, my boyfriend, help. Like, I was just like, okay, I don't believe you. That from that moment on, she was giving Sally Hardesty. She was giving
Yeah.
Jessica Biel. She was giving like chaos, crazy, whatever. But I really loved that dinner scene. And even they somehow, for me, matched the chaotic energy of the end of the scene where she gets away. And they did it by, she still jumps out the window, but they did it by having, for me, the sheriff and is it his wife or whoever she is, mama, whoever, run outside, and the music is perfect, and she's running away, and the lady says, you have to stop her, she's going to tell them all what we've done. And then Leatherface bursts through with the chainsaw, and then the sheriff says, it's time for a boy to become a man, or something like that. And for some reason that hit so hard for me. And I did not contemplate the gravity of, oh, she could tell everyone. It's a prequel, you dumb shit. She doesn't tell anybody. So I don't know. I just
Were you
really
expecting her to die? Because it was still kind of I don't remember. I went to go see this in theaters when it came out. And when
it
the
seems
chainsaw came through at the end, I think I did kind of like, oh no, but then it makes sense. It's like, Derek, you dumbass. Like, of
Yes.
course, like, it's obvious. Yeah.
They had me wrapped around their little crusty severed fingers, because I was like, oh my God, she's gonna make it. And then when the chainsaw came through, I was like,
Yeah.
of course she's not, you big freaking dummy. And I love that whole ending just hits the cop with the person who's being pulled over or something like that, whatever, and it's just quiet. I mean, how he got in that car, how he got in the back seat without her knowing, that's one thing. And how he waited that long before turning on the chainsaw, that's another thing. But I don't know. I loved it, and I loved it from go, but the dinner scene was a beautiful way to kick off the third act.
I agree.
Well, I'm glad you agree.
I agree.
Another one. Okay, so dinner scenes. We've talked about a couple like heavy ones. This one is kind of graphic, but it's a little silly, and it's A Nightmare on Elm Street 5, The Dream Child, with Greta, who is the
queen,
in my opinion, queen, underappreciated character of the film.
Very underappreciated.
Should have been the final girl. Like, they could have pulled a part 4 and just killed off Alice. I didn't hate Alice, but Greta deserved to. You know what?
We didn't hate Alice, but we love Greta.
We love Greta. Was it Yvonne? Was the friend who lived to the end? I think was her
Yvonne
name?
lived. Yeah.
Yes.
And I know you aren't a fan of Yvonne. I don't mind Yvonne. She doesn't bother me.
I was like, she just was no Greta. She was no
Yeah.
Greta.
She was no
And
Greta. No, she
and
didn't
so I
gnash her
wish
teeth for the
she
paparazzi.
didn't
Yeah.
master such a paparazzi. Yeah, perfect body for modeling.
Yeah.
I wish that
Why don't I
Greta
just eat the whole
had legs.
goddamn tray?
Do it, bitch, and you're still gonna
Yeah.
look stunning,
Not
snatched.
snatched. Yeah.
She was one of the only ones who had some kind of like like a character development thing going on.
Yeah.
Like she's the only one who had something else going on besides just the context of the film. Everyone else was just there to aid in what Alice was going through. And so that's the reason, I mean, besides the fact that she was beautiful and she was a great actress in the film, she did a good job. She made me like her. She was charming, but she was the only one that had something else. Her mom was a vicious bitch who wanted to like sell her to go to Hollywood and be a model, whatever. And they were having
But
this
they had
weird,
connections to Ford models. I
they
mean,
had
it's a great
yes, you're
opportunity.
right.
Yeah.
It's a great opportunity. You're
Yeah.
passing up the opportunity of a lifetime.
Yeah.
They were having this weird dinner with these, I guess, business
Friends.
friends, but it's like an opportunity. Maybe they're in like back then influencers, whatever they would have been, agents, if you will, and in Springwood, because that's obviously where they'd go. And it's one of those things where it's an Elm Street movie, so it starts to feel uncomfortable, but you don't know if what you're watching is real or not. And then this movie is sensory overload to me.
It is.
Because there's so much cool shit, but a lot of it's happening not at the forefront. Like when you find out she fell asleep and she wakes up and the camera kind of cuts across and the dinner no longer looks the same and the people are all acting a little erratic. It pans to her, and I'm pretty sure like a baby like falls off a chair and just goes Wah! And just like but the camera just keeps going, and it goes to Greta and then Freddie comes in with his little cart. And is that when he says the line?
He says "Bon appetit, bitch." Yeah,
"Bon appetit, bitch," and and opens up the stoop. But like stuff is happening in the background and the foreground. It's just so much, and he starts to feed her food
to death.
To death.
He feeds her to death.
To death. I want to say isn't there like deleted, like it's extended? There's an extended version out there of more.
I think I think I've heard that. Yeah.
Because the one thing I was like, I want there to be more. Like it's such a cool scene, but it is over pretty quickly. I think there's deleted footage that might end up in like the new release that is out.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, what's funny about that scene too is when they cut back to like the not dream, like the real world, and like her mom realizes that she's choking. Like Greta's just kind of on the other end of the table, standing up like this, like she's
and the mom's like,
"What?"
No,
obviously choking, and no one runs to help her.
No one does anything, and then she face plants. She face plants so fucking hard, and the mom does nothing, but of course cries at her funeral because she's a dumb bitch. I just like I was uncomfortable with the weird men, the way they were talking to Greta before she even fell asleep. But one of my favorite parts,
because they're commenting on her body. She's such a great body. Yeah,
it was the 80s. It was the 80s. Mm-hmm. That never happened.
Man was kind of cute though. He was.
He could get it.
He was kind of cute.
Yeah. But oh god, and the dinner, like for some reason the room looked musky. So I was also just kind of like grossed out and uncomfortable because it didn't look like a clean. Like I hate a room that's too cluttered. And that's
what reminded me of? It reminded me of the Beetlejuice room. Like the walls, it was kind of like black speckle, like paint on the walls, and like this dark gray kind of like goth looking fireplace in the background. I was like, oh, the wall color is kind of cute, but
like over
everything else, I think you were upset with the table setting. I think like the table display, it was the table setting was too much. Yeah,
you know what? We live in a modern society. Less is more.
Yeah. This was 80s excess for sure.
This is 80s, yes, exactly. That's how they luxury. Give me more cloth on my dining room table.
Yeah.
But it ends with Alice being at home and opening her fridge, and when they even had Greta jump out of the fridge, and she's like, with her big head, and
squirrel cheeks,
Yep. And then Freddie, like the viciousness of him jumping out, grabbing the fridge door and slamming it shut. And I think what does
There's
it say?
There's a note on it. It says "die bitch" or something.
Die bitch. That's what it is. I was like, everything. Just I absolutely love.
It's a fun movie. I know it's some people's favorites, and it's flawed. I get it, but oh my god, like that era of Freddy to me is so fun. Like
Yes.
just like the 4 and 5, just that very fun
Yeah.
movies.
It was giving it's the Halloween 4 and 5 of that franchise. It literally
Yeah.
year for year is 1988 and 1989. It literally is the part 4 and the part 5, but it is like the part 4 came out and knocked the door down. And then they were like, what do we do with 5? Let's just get it out there. And they kind of rushed it, like you said, flawed. But it's like it tries to be darker. And you know, I think it kind of is more in line with the storyline. Doesn't go super off, like it's not crazy to be like she's gonna get pregnant with her boyfriend, whatever. But it is very much the like, you know, we don't know where to take the story, just go someplace, it's a baby now, whatever. But that, if nothing else, that dinner scene is great. You did just mention Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Beetlejuice.
Yes. Beetlejuice. It's near and dear to my heart. It's in my Letterboxd top 4. I love Beetlejuice.
Wow.
It's very important to me. Yeah.
I haven't seen it in a long time.
Really?
I used to watch that religiously when I was a kid. So every couple of years, my sister will get me like something Beetlejuice related. She got me a notebook that was, you know, Notebook for the Recently Deceased. She got me the 4K that I have. I think I have like a glass downstairs that is a Beetlejuice. Oh, Beetlejuice glass. We saw the Beetlejuice musical, which was actually fantastic. If you can see, it is amazing. But
I've heard it's good. Yeah.
It ended up like closing on Broadway, but I think it might still be like out there and stuff. But
I think
the movie, I'm like,
tours every now and then, I think. Yeah.
Right. I have not sat down and watched that movie in so long, which is wild because it was on repeat for me when I was a kid. But there are a couple dinner scenes, actually. There's like a very like sulky, sad dinner scene early on when they first move into the house. But the dinner scene that is the cornerstone of that film, in our opinion, is the
I call it the dinner party possession scene.
Dinner party possession scene.
Dinner party possession. Yeah.
It's I will say, because I want you to talk mostly about it because I know you love this movie.
No, please. Like, this is such a feel-good movie. Talk about it. Yeah.
The movie is just Tim Burton does great. We've got Winona Ryder. The cast is fantastic. Catherine O'Hara. It's, for me, I remember being uncomfortable. It's an awkward dinner scene, period. And I didn't understand that as a kid. Like, I was like, I don't understand why these people are here or why they kind of don't like each other. And like, the rich families trying to like impress the other people and this and that, whatever.
Oh, it's a confusing movie, but like as a kid, I did not understand all the layers of what's going on. Like, who are all these people? Why are they important? But I loved it. I was like, I don't care. This makes no sense, and I love it. Yeah.
Absolutely same. And so when I revisit, I did watch the scene just before this, just be like, I can't talk about this until I've seen it. I got the same feeling, even as an adult, kind of understanding the layers and everything. I'm like, this is so friggin' uncomfortable. It's not uncomfortable. I'm sorry. It's awkward. Like, it's purposely awkward. Like, Tim Burton knows how to just be like it, whatever a normal situation could be, he's going to Tim Burton it. And he makes it so weird.
Yeah. It's just knowing your dreary suicided chimps, you know?
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
It's like, my God.
What is she doing there? And he's like, she's just, what is it? She's just sad that someone dropped a house on her sister. And I'm like, but who is she? She's not your girlfriend. You're
Do they establish who she is? Is she like a journalist for a like art magazine or something? Like,
that could be.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, Otho had a reason to be there. And then the other couple had a reason to be there. Maybe that would make sense. But she also was like, if you're this news, the thing is, in reality, you would not act this way. In a Tim Burton film, it's this weird, like, it's an over-exaggeration of the character, but it suddenly made Catherine O'Hara's character look normal. For trying to, you know, and she's been over the top this whole time, and she just
sympathetic a little bit. She's finally getting some sympathetic
a little bit.
Yeah.
Yes.
She made this entire like spread for these people. She cooked, you know, shrimp for them.
Cares.
No one cares.
No one cares.
Has them sitting at her weird like rawhide fur chairs, you know.
And when she points out they looked terribly uncomfortable. When she points to her art and she goes, and the guy's like, he is so disgusted, and she's like, you like it. You like it. Like, there's empathy there. And she tries to brush off the ghost situation that's happening in the house. while they're all eating this like, beautiful shrimp looking meal. And what is it? She says like, she was like, I would rather talk about,
Yeah.
and just completely stops. And then all of a sudden, Deo,
everyone's lip syncing to Deo. Yeah.
Everyone's lip syncing into, and it is so, and it's weird because they don't realize they have no control over it. But some of them love it. Like when you're saying is like a journalist, she's like doing it and then she just goes, like she like gives into it. Otho also, he's drumming and he's like, yes. Like they start to love it. While the rest
was
of them
living. He's like,
yeah,
yes,
living.
girl.
Yeah, he was, yes, living. Exactly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like bring pride to this dinner table.
Yeah.
And
James, I used to recreate this scene when I was a kid. Like I used to watch it. So when I tell you, like when my mom needed to like go do the dishes or something, this movie would babysit me. Like Beetlejuice babysat me. Okay.
Yeah.
And I had my little like kid-sized rocking chair, and I would get like a dish rag and like act out with them, during the scene. And then when the shrimp grabs them in the face and like throws them back, I would like fall back in my chair and everything too.
I was gonna say the one thing I know that I did this is I would grab my own face. It's 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot. Wait, no, 8 foot. What? And then they all fall backwards.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. No, 100%. If you didn't, then you sucked.
Or probably not gay, Yeah.
Oh, I guess that too. Is that what it was? Is that? Oh, did you just make us this way?
Probably. Yeah.
Ah, shit. Those hands were kind of like, ew.
I know.
The shrimp hands.
The shrimp hands. Yeah.
The shrimp hands could get it. They were so thick.
I know. They were big.
Those shrimp
they covered their whole face,
Girth.
Big hands.
Yeah. Ow.
Yeah.
Like throw me in my chair. Had to rewatch before this to kind of see. I was like, wait, when did Lydia get up? They never show her not at the table. She's there, then she's suddenly not there. So it's
off in the background. You see her stand up and start to walk away towards the door to leave.
Oh, okay, got you.
Yeah.
She just stands over there.
Yeah.
So that is like it's a horror, because Beetlejuice we're gonna say is a horror comedy. There are horrific,
for sure.
Anything Tim Burton does is gonna have horror elements. Now, this next one leans more into comedy, but this movie was one of the things that crafted my sense of humor as a young person. And I didn't want to leave out the dinner scene from Scary Movie 2. This and Not Another Teen Movie are like the reason I'm so stupid. And I love this movie, but this dinner scene just goes on for not long enough in my opinion. But it's all of these people. It's Scary Movie 2, so it's the same characters from the first movie, even though most of them died.
Yeah, we're back.
We're back. We don't need to explain that. We all go to this house. It's like a House on Haunted Hill situation. We're all there for like a sleep study. The legend Tim Curry, who's come up a couple times tonight, is the professor, and he's tricking the kids into being there. They think they're there for a sleep study. They're actually there for this like ghost thing, whatever. But none of that really matters, because the person who steals the show is the caretaker, Hanson, I want to say is his name, who has a deformity on his hand that is the punchline for every joke in the film. And I mean, the scene starts with, before he even shows up, the girl with like the biggest boobs, who's beautiful, walks in, and she's like, is someone going to give me a chair? And you see all of the chairs just get pushed. And then one guy is in a wheelchair. And after all the chairs get pushed, you just see like squeaky, 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 his chair.
Best seat in the house.
Best seat in the house. He's sitting on what's his face's lap. He goes, best seat in the house.
Best.
And he goes, second best.
Yeah.
The scene gives every line is amazing in that scene. But from that moment to, actually, I'm sorry. What I forgot to say was they actually pull Cindy's seat out from under her to give to the other girl. And Cindy like grabs all the plates and falls on the floor. So
right before that, she got punched in the boobs,
Yes. Oh yeah. Open chest.
Gotta be quick. Yeah.
Gotta be quick. So good. Well, they want to be friends. So yeah, Hanson comes out and he's prepared this great meal. And one of my favorite lines is they're already eating the bread and like, this is delicious. He goes, made them by hand. And they all just because his hand again is not clean or nice.
No, it looks gross, you guys. I'm just gonna say it looks gross. It looks gross.
Looks not nice, and you could tell. Like I think, like he's put fingers. But I think he put it in his butt at one point. in this scene, he shoves it into the turkey to describe how he stuffs the turkey with the penises and the ginies, like
the ginies,
the little niblets.
It's so gross, and they start licking the damn thing. Yeah. It is disgusting.
That's how he bastes it. That's how he bastes it.
That's how he bastes it. He licks it. Yes,
he just licks it. I just do this.
And it looks like he's serving them Thanksgiving dinner. You know, because there's the turkey.
Yes.
There's the mashed potatoes. There's pie.
It's a full on. Yeah. When he's stirring mashed potatoes, he's stirring it with his hand in it. The one thing he ordered out was the pie. And I think that's when they say, like, he's like, oh, well, does somebody else want to serve this? Oh, no, somebody else is going to serve the turkey. And they're like, yeah, rest that little hand. Like, we got you. But then he ends up doing it anyway. But the pie is the one thing he ordered out. And we get this one moment of like, maybe we're going to get to eat the pie. And then I forgot. I think the professor's like assistant. No, Brenda says like, my germs, pew. Yeah. Yes. And she goes like, my germs, pew. And then the professor's assistant, which like oversteps some boundaries and goes, my germs, blah. And then Hanson goes, my germs, blah, and sticks his whole hand in it. But then it ends
in the whole pie. Yeah.
And then he just starts coughing into it, like like insult to injury. And then everyone just gets up and leaves. And it is such a great scene. Tim Curry is just sitting there doing nothing the whole time, like being a legend while these people, I think at one point he just takes his wine and goes, and that's it. That's all he has to do.
The Wayans love a gross out scene, don't they? Yeah. They love a gross out scene.
But for me, every line in that scene, in that movie works. You know, later stuff that they've done, like more stuff in the past, like 10 years, I'm like, this is not like it doesn't hit the same. Like, I don't know why, like if it's the actors or if it's what it is, but it doesn't hit the same. That movie is just like a beginning to end, like perfect comedy. But that dinner scene to me is just, I'm sorry, I talked the whole time.
Listen, this is your movie. She's that girl for you. Go ahead.
Yes, you know? Absolutely. Absolutely. And then I forgot, I'm going to end here. Because
have your moment, girl.
I had a friend, one of my best friends in high school. All of my friends, we would reenact and quote this all the time. Like how you and I say Halloween 4 and 5 quotes as if it's normal language. That was this movie for us. And we would be in the middle of doing nothing. And my friend Erica, she'll never listen to this, but if she ever did, she loved to do the Hayawata, which is the sound he makes when he like shoves the turkey onto his nethers. I think it's adding seasoning or something, but for some reason he makes a sound that sounds like Hiawatha or something. And she would say, I don't know. It's the dumbest thing to even repeat out loud as an adult. And I feel dumb for even saying it. But when I tell you, it brought us such joy as children. And I almost found that on VHS, and I did find it on VHS actually when I was with our friends Mars and John, and I went to get it and I said, and then I looked back and Mars I think it was Mars had grabbed it, and I was like, you son of a bitch. So I could have had it on tape. I have it on Blu-ray, but
I might have a spare one. It has like a sticker on it though. If you don't care about that, I'll send it your way.
Boo.
Like a previously viewed sticker from Blockbuster, you know?
Not one of those.
Yeah, gross.
Yeah. Gross out. Gosh, I went on such a weird tangent with Scary Movie 2. So we've done some horror comedies. Do you want to take us? What's another dinner scene that we can discuss from a horror or horror adjacent movie that deserves to be spoken about?
Thanksgiving comes to mind, James. Did that come out in 2003? 2003, I think, is when Thanksgiving came out.
Well, it was 2023, but
oh shit, 2000.
Can you imagine? How old are we? I think it came out like in 1973. is what you wanted to
Sorry.
say.
2023 is when they came out. And there's a really fun dinner scene in it. This movie in general is like fun as fuck.
It is go fun.
It is so fun. And it is like, to me, kind of like the return of like the trashy slasher, you know. I mean, you got
Yes.
Terrifying or stuff like that, but this is like, you know, like when you had that one big one that came out, like everybody tried to copy Halloween. This felt like this could fit right in with like that early 80s boom of slashers, you
Yes,
know. Yeah.
absolutely. It it
Um,
it like the gore was there, the chase scenes were there, the mystery, the whodunit aspect was there. It had a great cast. Like it was everything you would have wanted from one of those, like, well, I'll say 90s even, because in the 90s you got like, you know, the hot young cast that everyone wanted
mhm.
to see in this crazy horror film. And it, for me, I'll let you go on the dinner scene, but for me, I was kind of shocked because Eli Roth doesn't do movies like this. His movies are kind of structurally fucking weird.
Yeah.
And he leans really into the comedy and it takes away from the horror. And then he gave us this almost like perfect slasher movie. And I was just like, thank you, Lord. But it kind of culminates in this beautiful dinner scene.
It does. And it's a perfect slasher, but he also sprinkles in enough camp too to make it fun, you know, and that's
Yeah.
what feels just. I know you said 90s, and you're not wrong, especially because like the cast in this was like a hot looking cast and all that stuff.
Mhm.
But like those campy elements is also kind of what made me think, you know, very like early 80s of it too,
Mhm.
because at the dinner scene, well, right before the dinner scene happens, he cooks a he cooks a character named Kathleen like, in the
And
oven.
that whole cat and mouse scene before also, it's almost comical how long it is, and I was still on the edge of my seat. Like the perfect kind of combination of suspense and camp. And yeah, it
Yeah.
ends with she's cooked.
She's cooked. You
It's
think
cooked.
she's about to escape. She almost escaped, but
Mhm.
alas, you know,
Did not.
John Carver had other plans.
Yeah.
But so dinner scene starts. Everyone has been who has been captured is sitting around the table, bound and gagged, and John Carver walks over and, you know, reveals the main course is poor Kathleen cooked,
Kathleen.
decapitated, and like positioned like I guess you would a turkey on Thanksgiving. You know,
Her legs,
I
like,
know.
oh, it is so
And
graphic. She
she's
was a
cooked to like a
cold-hearted
perfect golden
bitch.
brown, though. You
Oh,
know,
she looked
like
delicious.
yeah,
Yeah, no, like the man knows how to cook.
yeah.
Yeah.
She looks seasoned. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. I watched what he was putting on there. He knew what he was doing.
is that any way to thank Kathleen? You know, everyone crying.
Oh my God. And then her husband is vomiting into
Yeah,
his mouth
yeah.
gag.
He just she's been cooking all day, you know. Just this scene is so stupid and like there's so
It
many
is.
puns as well, you know.
It's so great.
Especially like because at one point he grabs this character named Evan, and Evan's like this YouTuber like streamer. He's always trying to go viral with like their videos and stuff. And
Yeah.
he goes, "You're about to break the internet, Evan," and then smashes his head with like a mallet. You know,
Smashes. Oh
yeah,
my gosh. But again, perfect combo. The
yeah,
violence was there. I was still in suspense because I'm like, I don't know who is living and dying in this movie. And they, because he had lived to this point, I kind of thought maybe he's gonna make it. Nope. He big no. He big no does not make it.
because he's like the main. He's in like the main group of characters. Evan,
Yes.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
like one of the main guys. Yeah,
Yeah. His girlfriend makes it. The other friend, I think, makes it to the end. Oh, he gets his leg messed up at one point.
yeah,
But that whole dinner scene is like claustrophobic and suspenseful. Another kind of like what I was saying before with the Texas Chainsaw at the beginning, the camera's constantly moving.
Mhm.
It's never like I feel like if the camera is just sitting someplace not doing anything, then that's lazy filmmaking. There are very few times that a still shot is required, like for setting
yeah.
the mood. In that kind of like suspense building moment, the camera should move, and the camera's always moving. And it's oh my God, it's so good. And then it builds and builds and builds and builds. Do any of them have to eat Kathleen? I don't recall.
So he is trying to force the dad, the husband of Kathleen, to eat a slice of her leg. So like he cuts a piece of her leg off.
It's the best part.
Yeah, and then he's trying to like serve it to him, and he goes, you're gonna eat her or I'll kill you, kind of a thing.
Right,
But I don't think he actually takes a bite though, because before he can, two of the characters break free, and
yes,
chase ensues,
Yep,
so
yep.
No one actually ate Kathleen, so
No one ate
she was
Kathleen,
cooked
okay.
for nothing. What a waste.
What a waste. I completely forgot that I had grabbed this. Wait, I'm sorry, hold on.
Please tell me you're about to pull out the steelbook of Thanksgiving.
Oh, I have the steelbook.
I love it has that like splatter kind of font to it,
and it's the like perforated. It's a steelbook. Like I don't get many steelbooks that like it's
like
raised.
Embossed. Yeah,
yes.
Raised. Yeah.
Sorry, anyone that's watching, and if you're listening and not watching, I'm holding up the 4K steelbook, but it is beautiful, and the back has John Carver. But I was also going to hold up, I believe this is from Tape Rot, who does custom tapes.
Oh, cool.
And so it's, this year there'll be no leftovers, which I love that tagline. Like that and just tells you what the movie's going to be.
Thank you. It just leans right into it. Yeah.
Yes. And the bloody text again, but the movie inside, it's a tape that actually is the movie. So
cool.
I can put this in, and it's actually Thanksgiving, which I think is super cool.
I love that.
Love that.
That should have been a movie that came out in like 1983. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that should have happened. Yeah.
Yeah. It makes no sense why there were not more. I mean, there were holiday movies, but like, where were the Thanksgiving films? There's a couple.
Why stop there? Yeah. Like,
why
okay, we're going to do Valentine's Day. We're going to do Halloween, Christmas, April Fool's Day, but we're not going to do Thanksgiving.
Friday 13th. Yeah. Easter. Where's my Easter?
I know.
I feel like we'd be remiss. We would be disrespectful to not talk about another Thanksgiving.
We'd be gay if we didn't talk about this.
We'd be straight if we didn't talk about. Actually, stand up and show us your shirt.
Oh, is this what we're about to talk about, James?
Yes,
okay, so.
Let's see if they can guess it. Blood Rage.
Blood Rage. And what's the back say? What's the back say? Can you read
this
it?
Thanksgiving, it's not cranberry sauce. Yeah, it's so good. There's your motion again. There it goes. Shaking it like a salt shaker or whatever.
What a great movie. Like
Blood Rage.
Quintessential Thanksgiving slasher movie. If it's not Thanksgiving, it's Blood Rage, right?
Yes. It's one of the two. It's for me, it's actually Blood Rage first.
Yeah.
Like that is actually the priority. And I will
agree. Hard agree.
This is a custom from this is Cosmic, right?
That's Cosmo.
Mm-hmm. But the original title of the movie was Slasher, so it's oh god, like this. Well, the custom looks beautiful, and the quality is fantastic. I actually have watched the movie. The movie on here is Blood Rage. So the actual physical copy of this movie, if you can find it on VHS, is so expensive. I'm never gonna get it. It's fine. So I am a-okay.
Don't say that. You never know. You never know.
But like this is maybe almost better to me, like because it's so clean and beautiful and crisp, and the attention to detail. And it's slasher on one side, it's Blood Rage on the other. This is fantastic. But the movie, besides being a gorgeous, perfect movie, the dinner scene is kind of, most of the scenes in this movie have no weight, which is why the movie is so great. The dinners, well, I'm sorry, not to say they have no weight, but the dinner scene is like very cheesy. It's very soap opera. It's giving soap opera.
It's giving teeth. There's lots of close-ups on teeth, and like everyone in this movie has enormous teeth, I feel like.
Yes, all of them. Louise Lasser
teeth are
is the one who plays the mom, and her teeth are gigantic and like off color. And that's
everyone around that table, even like the younger girls.
Well, because they linger on them. So there are moments where they want to establish that they're having like a fun conversation. So they do that thing where no one's actually telling a joke. No one says anything. Like I think there's like the end of a punchline, and then
the scene starts. Everyone's just laughing. Yes,
everyone's like, like if you're watching, my teeth are just. So it's them just kind of going.
Yeah.
like that, and it's so cringe and weird. And then the mom is like in the kitchen with
Although
her.
that one girl, she goes, you've never told me that one before, you know. So like, we didn't
We
get to
never
hear the
get to
joke.
hear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
god. And then wait, is that when she says something like, oh god, is that the line? Something about like, um, oh gosh, I could go crazy after a week, like something like that about to like 'cause she's there
Probably.
all summer or something. Like
Yeah.
it's just the whole scene is just it like they edited it with extra weird moments for padding for timing. Uh and I love it. I love the day that they did that. They're eating Thanksgiving dinner at this like complex, this like condo complex. And the mom announces that she's engaged to this man that it seems like she just met. Like it feels like they just started dating, but she's like, we, oh my God, we're engaged. And she's like, look at my
We're
like it's
engaged. You know, she's
we're
hugged
engaged.
with like, yeah.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
most cringy, awkward dinner. And on top of all of that, you're finding out that this her son at the table is a killer.
Mm-hmm.
But they think that the twin brother who's locked away is the killer. So the killer is at the table, the twin is innocent.
Well, she gets a call that the son's escaped
Ring,
at the
ring,
dinner.
ring.
Yeah.
So the innocent son escapes, but they think that he's a killer. So the killer son is trying to manipulate A, B, C, D, E, F, G. She tells him this little shit.
I know.
She tells him,
asshole.
don't say anything. Don't say anything. Don't ruin dinner. He sits down with like some mashed potatoes or something. And she's like, okay, everyone, like, how are we feeling or whatever the hell. And he says, well, dig in, everyone. My murdering stepbrother is on his way, or my murdering twin brother is escaped from a mental institution. And like everyone's kind of concerned. Yeah. But it's the look on Louise Lasser's, whatever her name is, face. She just is like,
just defeated.
Defeated.
Completely defeated.
And the thing is, like, that he has treated her like shit all of these years, and she still holds him up to this kind of like on this pedestal for no reason. But the whole thing, again, very soap opera, weird dialogue and camera angles and stuff. And then I feel like it ends with, she says, I think the turkey was not done yet or something. And at the end, she says, dig in. And there's like a weird, awkward pause. And she goes, in the other stuff.
The other stuff. Yeah.
Stuff.
Well, no, she asked her fiance to carve the turkey.
Oh, okay.
Carve the turkey.
That's what it was.
And so he was like busy cutting it. And then that's when she said that. And she's
digging on the other stuff. The cranberry nuts, whatever. Oh
the other
my
stuff.
Gosh.
Yeah.
But then the whole rest of the movie just has food puns. It's actually the same food pun said like 3 times. He's like, it's not cranberry sauce, as he's licking blood off of his fingers. But he says it so many times. Like they ran out of dialogue. And he says it multiple times. My favorite part, though, it's not even a dinner scene, it's post-dinner. It is, actually, is it on the back of the... It's this. It's the mom on the floor with her legs just open. Her legs, she's just like, for the world. With food on the floor. She's sitting on the floor in the fridge, eating the leftovers out of like the containers. And the
fridge
thing is,
wide
like,
open. Yeah.
Yes, fridge wide open.
We've all been there.
We've all been there. We've all done it. You have to.
Yeah.
And then she proceeds to get like wine drunk and pass out. And then she wakes up later and she continues drinking. When she's pouring she pours and then comes back, like she just keeps pouring this wine. The movie is just so fantastic. But the thing is, she's giving like the performance of a lifetime. Like she's giving this crazy dramatic soap opera, but she, like stage performance. She was a stage performer level, of acting in this cheap, crappy, amazing slasher movie. And I feel like we can't not talk about dinner scenes without talking about that one.
I know. You can't.
And then the whole rest of the movie just kicks off.
If you haven't seen Blood Rage, like make
Please
space
do.
for this movie. Hold space for this. Make time. Do it.
Rage.
Yes.
It's out there. It's probably on Tubi, to be honest.
It's accessible now. It's at least, worst case scenario, it's uploaded in
Re-
like full on YouTube somewhere, you
yeah,
know.
streaming
Yeah.
someplace, YouTube someplace. There's multiple versions of the movie. Whichever version you watch is probably fine. Although the extended version with more gore, I think adds to it because it makes the camp, it balances out the camp even better because it's campy, silly, weird, ridiculous, but then the gore is so good. And
Yeah.
then back to silly. Remember like the pool scene? They're like naked, awkwardly
Yes.
kissing. And the killer just walks up and is like standing there with a machete, like, what are you guys doing? Like
Yeah.
it's just you have to watch Blood Rage. Anything else about those movies before we kind of toss out some honorable mentions that we were not going to go full on into?
Must be
Because damn,
honorable.
people be eating in these movies. Okay, so
They
honorable.
do.
You haven't seen The Loved Ones, and so
No, 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 no,
I
no.
think there's a great. The thing is, it's more of a prom theme, but they are at a dinner table for long durations. There are like food related scenes in this movie that are jarring. The movie is graphic and crazy and wild and uncomfortable, and I think you should watch it.
Give me a premise, like,
Um,
give me, like, you know,
it's
what's it about,
it's
and without
well,
spoiling.
should I? Because I knew nothing, and I was like assaulted in all the best ways by this movie. It's I will say it's multiple genres. A lot of stuff goes on. Like it goes to places I'm like, now we're going here, but it's almost like an abduction. Someone kidnaps someone else in
Okay.
their home, and it's almost like a torture, like a kidnap torture movie. But there are other things happening in this house that they're in that are crazy. There are things happening outside of the house that you're following. So there's a lot going on, and it all leads up to this crazy great ending. But a lot of the torture scenes are in the kitchen or at a like dinner table.
Okay.
Yes. I
All
don't
I
want to
need to
say because
hear.
I knew nothing and I was so pleasantly blown away. The Loved Ones. It's an Australian horror film too. In Australia, I think Canada and Australia, they know
Aussies
how to
go
horror.
hard.
Yeah, and
Yes.
The French, they know how to
Mhm.
horror too.
The French
Um,
know how to make you feel really bad about yourself. Yeah.
yes, they'll make you feel
Mhm.
super sad at the end.
Mhm.
Um, I mean, this one's a quick one, but Terrifier 2,
Yeah. Isn't he eating mashed potatoes out of that
he shoves the mashed
head?
potatoes
Yeah.
into the mom's open face.
Yeah.
Her face is just like
Yeah.
a floppy open face, and he shoves the mashed potatoes in. Um, oh god, but I love mashed potatoes. I remember watching that movie, and I think I said out loud, "Ooh, I love mashed potatoes." And then he grabbed them and shoved them, and I think my neck went because I just oh god, that
That
whole
was
scene. And
so
he's like
brutal.
laughing and
Yeah.
pointing, and it's so brutal. He's so not nice.
I know.
Any other honorables?
Hostel. I know we mentioned
Hostel.
another Eli Roth film, Hostel. I wouldn't say, I mean, okay, someone's having dinner. So, kind of when you like when all like okay, all the torture stuff is happening, the camera cuts to inside the room of like another tourist who's got captured, and it's this like really wealthy looking gentleman with like eating at a table, and there's like a tablecloth, and he's getting served like a carved piece of this poor guy's leg, you know.
Oh
So
my
yeah,
gosh.
it's
I've
pretty,
not seen
pretty
Hostel in
brutal.
so long.
Yeah, that movie,
Those
the gore is ugh, it'll make you feel
ooh,
things.
gosh. I
Yeah,
remember the Achilles heel or
the Achilles
whatever moment.
splitting. He stands up. He goes,
Ugh,
you know, if you can walk out of here, you're free to go. And he stands up, and
yeah.
his heels split where they cut him.
Oh my
Yeah,
god. It is just I remember like the girl with her eye at the end. Oh,
yeah, it's
and
just
the
dangling.
second
Yeah,
movie. Yeah, those movies are crazy.
I love.
Um,
Actually, people shit on the second one. I enjoyed the second
though I
one.
loved the second.
Yeah.
So fun fact, everyone. The first date I had with Moses was Hostel Part 2. We went to the movies.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
We have a little
Yeah.
scrapbook, and the scrapbook is like page one was like June 9th of like 2007. I'm dating myself. And it's Hostel. It's like a cinema and like some popcorn, and it says Hostel Part 2, and I put the poster in there.
Oh, I love that. That's
Yeah, a
cute.
little scrapbook.
Cute.
How about your next?
Is it that like a Thanksgiving movie as well, or it's a?
Well,
I mean,
no,
it's
so it's
holiday
giving
time. You
it's
know?
giving holiday Thanksgiving, but when I rewatched it a couple of years ago, they're there for the anniversary of Barbara Crampton, who that was her like acting return, and her husband. Like the family is there to celebrate like their something anniversary, and then at dinner, chaos ensues.
Right.
So the dinner scene is the dynamic of all the characters is fun and weird and crazy and this and that, whatever. But the dinner scene is actually what kicks off all of the terror of that movie. So, and it's a big part of the trailer. The trailer was very prominent with like that dinner scene, but
Yeah.
I feel
I
like
have
we
not
can't
seen
talk
that
about dinner
movie
scenes
since the
enough.
theater. I have a
Okay.
cheap Blu-ray of it that I got from Walmart or something like that. I need to rewatch it
Toss it
because
in.
the reason I bought the Blu-ray because I thought the movie was cool. I just haven't rewatched it.
Yeah, rewatch it. It's a good time. It's cool because I love that it starts off like it's a home invasion, blah blah blah. There's some twists and turns, of course. You probably remember most of them. I won't say just in case, but it turns into like the lead. They find out after is like a survivalist person.
She's a
Like she's
badass.
trained.
Yeah.
She's a badass, and they like
Mhm.
they weren't accounting for that, and they're like, oh crap. So she like is
She's
one
fucking
like
us
has
up.
a one up on
Yeah.
them, fucking us up. The blender on the head. Anyway, Ty West. So fun fact for all y'all. A lot of these like writers, directors, and creators were friends, and a lot of them were involved in the first VHS movie, which is like that anthology film. A lot of them were involved. Like Ty West is like a producer. I think he directed a segment, whatever. One of the actors in this movie is in VHS, whatever. So they all are
Is it
also
like that redheaded
involved.
dude? Isn't it the
This one
redheaded dude?
is he has brown hair.
Brown hair. Okay.
He's in
Never mind.
in VHS. He's in the scene. He's in the one with, like he and his girlfriend like are like at a hotel, and someone
Yes,
keeps like
and that
breaking
someone
into the
keeps.
room.
Mhm.
Yes, he's the guy. And then
Yes.
he.
For some reason, I thought he had red hair. That's who
Oh,
the face is who I'm thinking of, but for some reason, I
yeah,
thought his
maybe
hair
I'm
was
wrong,
like red. I
but
don't know.
I think he's actually like a director or writer. He has more capacity than just
Yeah.
being an actor in these movies. But Ty West is actually, people know him now. I love him from, oh my gosh, House of the Devil, The
Hmm.
Innkeepers. People know him now from Pearl, X,
Hmm.
Maxine, but he's in it. He's the boyfriend in that movie who gets the arrow through the eye in the dinner scene. So
Wow, I've got to rewatch that. That's
the
happening
more you
soon.
know. Yes, you have to watch that. But okay, another dinner scene, and I'm done after this, I swear, because there are so many. But I feel like we can't not talk about. And we mentioned this movie earlier. Hannibal is the
Yes.
2001 follow-up to Silence of the Lambs, based on the book, directed by Ridley Scott, starring Sir Anthony Hopkins, and it all, the whole movie it's beautifully shot. It is kind of over convoluted. The movie we can talk about another time probably. I
It's a
do
little
enjoy it, but
long.
it's
It could be
a
a little
little
bit
long.
shorter.
They
Yeah.
needed to trim some fat and do some stuff, and but it all ends with this dinner scene where uh not to get too much into it because again this is just an honorable mention, but Hannibal Lecter is serving Ray Liotta his own brain in front of Julianne Moore, who is playing Clarice Starling. So it's a dinner scene where but the way it slowly builds up
It's a
to,
great scene.
it's a
Yeah.
great
Great
scene.
scene. What
And
happens before is a great, like,
yes,
it's not,
the
Hannibal's a great movie. It's just,
it's really the first hour is a lot of just character building that you're
yeah.
kind of confused about why it's even happening. Like you don't like it's so much, and they're giving so much exposition, but the last hour is a great Hannibal movie. And that dinner scene is chef's kiss, if you will.
It sure is.
It sure is. Are you, this is the real question. Are you a cover the plate in tinfoil person, or do you redistribute your food into a container?
Ooh, okay.
Mhm.
We've hosted Thanksgiving for the past several years, so I am more of a container hoe.
Okay.
But if I'm like going to like my mom's or whatever, and I'm making like a plate, we have those like styrofoam plates with like the different sections,
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I'm
So you
wrapping
have,
that in tinfoil and I'm
got
taking
you.
that home, and I will just pick out of that for a day or two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Samesies. We are,
Yeah.
when we host, yeah, everything is in containers.
Mhm.
Um, it's like 50-50 because sometimes I go to my sister's and she gives me like she will actually take a container, like a full like glass or plastic, and fill it with all the food and be like, here, these are yours, and just give them back to me later. But if not, yes, we do the plate thing.
Yeah.
We might do the container thing more. Moses is a plate person. He will eat half his dinner and just like put the plate on the counter. And I'm sorry, he'll put it on the counter. I'll ask if he's going to finish it. He'll say yes. He won't. he will cover it in tin foil and put it in the fridge. So we'll have stacks of plates in the fridge of different meals that he hasn't finished. And then
it never will.
I almost never will. Sometimes I'll come
Yeah.
home, like last night I came home and I opened the microwave and there was a pot. Like he basically made cream of wheat on the stove and then just put the pot in the microwave with a spoon in it. And then there was a plate next to it with like some steak and some pasta with a fork on a paper plate that he had been picking at. So sometimes he does. That's what he do.
Are you hosting Thanksgiving this year, or are you going somewhere?
No, we'll probably go to his sister, definitely his sisters, possibly also my sisters. This thing we try to condense them, but everyone wants to do their own thing. And I'm like, this is just too many Thanksgivings to go to. And so his sister has like 20 people over. So I'm like, let's go to that one. And then my sister, who I'm obsessed with, will have like just, like her husband and my niece, Riley, who I'm also obsessed with. She'll be over. So we try to do as many of them, but I can't eat that much food.
I know. And I feel rude. Like, but I always feel obligated to make, at least I'll try a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But yeah, I'm so full. I can only eat it once. But I'm not a leftovers person except for when it comes to Thanksgiving food.
Oh, I'm a leftovers person.
Yeah.
Beginning, middle, end. Top to gay bottom. I am a leftovers person. Absolutely. Especially when
I'm
it comes
just
to
not.
Thanksgiving.
I cannot. Like, I don't really, if I'm at a restaurant, I don't bring it home. I know that sounds wasteful, but like, I know I won't eat it,
Your privilege is showing.
I guess so.
Yeah. Well, that was it. That was dinner scenes. That was Bon Appetit, bitch. Our favorite dinner scenes of horror.
Well, yeah, meet us in the comments and let us know what you think of our picks. Did we miss anything? Are there like some obvious ones that we completely omitted? I'm sure there are. If so, let us know.
You can listen to Don't Be Dead wherever podcasts are available or watch episodes exclusively on Patreon. Please leave us a review. And until next time, don't be dead. You can't hear my AC, right? We haven't had any problems with the air conditioning in the other episodes.
I don't hear it because you ain't got it, bitch.
Hey, because she ain't even on.
No central hair having ass, bitch.
No central hair.
I think it's central hair. Yeah, sorry.
You mean-spirited bully. Central. How do I leave this room?
No central hair.
Exit. No central hair. Have an ass, bitch. Ow. Ugh.